Was I drugged by him? No chance one glass of wine is gonna make you blackout. It does sound like you were drugged. But the problem started before that. Him showing up like that to persuade you to cancel your plans that he knew about is the first red flag. And a big one at that. With how hard he tried to stop you from going out with your girlfriends. Personally, that would be a deal breaker for me if my future girlfriend did something similar. Even without trying to drug me. Just him trying to convince you not to go out with your friends is scary. I think you know the answer. You just understandably wish it weren't true. Sounds like you were given GHB. Get a drug test, dump the creep regardless of the result. Even if he didn't drug you, he doesn't respect you. He doesn't care about your priorities and your wants. He probably did drug you though. You are alone and safe now. You need to cut this man off entirely and as fast as possible. I'm not far from his age. But he planned this whole thing out to manipulate you and isolate you from the friends you hadn't seen in a while. Chances are he was jealous of you being out and having fun without him. Or possibly around other guys. He figured he would show up unexpected and then coerced you into drinking with him. Knowing you were going out drinking. I'm getting such a horrible feeling in my gut from reading your story. I don't know the guy. But from what you've said, these types of people are very dangerous once they don't get what they want. One glass of wine might make you a bit sleepy, but it sounds like you might have been knocked out. His insistence upon you drinking that glass of wine is suspicious. Any signs body-wise that you had sex? If you think so, I would not see him again. I'm not sure if they could tell at this point if you were drugged in the but I'd ask. For the simple fact that he was jealous you were going out to spend time with your friends instead of him. Get out of that relationship. That's a sign of someone who's going to be controlling in many ways. Planning to come over and be romantic out of nowhere when he knew you had plans is very disturbing. That alone is reason to run away from this guy. Add in the possibility of him drugging you. Now it's reason to run away as fast as you can and get other parties involved. I think you know the answer to your question. You know yourself, and I'm sure you've had glasses of wine before without feeling the way you did. Go get a blood test done for the drugs. If it's positive, report him to the police. If he did this to you, he will do this again to someone else, and you can help put an end to it. Following a drink spiking incident, blood or urine samples will need to be taken as soon as possible. Most drugs leave the body 12 to 72 hours after being taken. So it's important that a blood or urine sample is tested as soon as possible. For example, gamma hydroxybutyrate, GHB, will be undetectable in your blood within 6 to 8 hours. Undetectable in your urine within 12 to 18 hours. Please, please, please stop seeing this guy. Go to the hospital immediately and figure out if you can get a test to show whether you were drugged, and stop past the police station to tell the police. Even if you just get advice from them, I'm sure they have encountered things like this before and will probably be able to tell you what happened. Your boyfriend is an actual psycho. Even if he didn't drug you, he deliberately tried to keep you away from your friends. I'm certain he drugged you though. That's an extreme thing to do to stop a girl from seeing her friends. Honestly, you need to file a restraining order. Tell your family and friends, and maybe move house if you don't live at home. I know it sounds extreme, but this guy actually sounds dangerous. What will he do next to control you? Please don't stick around for it to escalate. If you need more convincing, Google domestic violence survivor stories. I've been roofied twice, and it sounds like you were drugged. This is terrifying. Yes. If you still have the wine glass unwashed, it needs to be tested for whatever drug was used. You might seriously consider filing a police report. Regardless, your relationship is over. Yes. Besides how it affected you. Him being so fast to offer to text your friends and cancel. Also to put who to bed. Like he knew you'd be falling asleep. Dude, yeah. Call your doctor immediately and see if you can get tested for Rohypnol. Like Scenic Pineapple said, there's no good outcome to this. To have a relationship with someone you need trust. And also to be 100% sure that they're not a date rapist. 95% sure is only as good as 50%. If you're having to ask strangers on the internet, I'd humbly suggest you're shy of the 100% mark. 100% of the comments here are telling you to cut this guy out of your life. I think you know the right thing to do. But it's scary and an FD up situation. I'm sorry you've gone through this. There are too many warning signs. Not just the possible drugging. He's got to go. Don't feel bad. Don't doubt your intuition. He's not a decent human and you will find better. Drugged or not, get him out of your life carefully. Make sure you have trusted friends, family that know about your situation so you can have a safe place to go in case danger arrives. Are you feeling nauseous today? That sounds like drugs. Did you throw up at all? Also, a 30-plus man talking about blue balls is a giant red flag. Frankly, even without the potential drugging, his behavior was bloody awful. Zero respect for your space or wishes. Throw this one in the chipper and don't look back.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.